This was supposed to define the future of the heavyweight division, but instead everything unraveled in confusion. Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane entered the Octagon ready to settle who truly belongs at the top. The opening exchanges had fans locked in until one unexpected moment changed everything. An accidental poke to Aspinall's eye brought the fight to a sudden halt. He stepped back, signaling something was wrong, and the entire arena fell silent. Officials rushed in and uncertainty took over. When the final call came, fans were stunned. This wasn't the ending anyone expected. As soon as the fight was waved off, Tom Aspinall tried to address the crowd, making it clear he didn't want the night to end like this. Some fans began to boo, clearly frustrated at how the main event disintegrated. Ciryl Gane stepped forward with a sincere apology. He acknowledged the moment that changed the night and how much was riding on this fight. He made it clear the poke was unintentional, referencing his own past experience with eye strikes to underline he understands how disruptive this can be. Despite his apology, Gane didn't avoid the frustration. He expressed his disappointment that the fight ended this way, when the stage was set for something historic. With that, he turned his focus to what comes next, acknowledging the fans deserve better and the division still needs closure. Backstage, the frustration from Tom Aspinall was impossible to miss. He paced with disbelief, emphasizing how all the preparation, the entire training camp felt wasted in a matter of seconds. He pointed out that Ciryl Gane had already been warned twice about keeping his fingers closed and couldn't believe the same issue happened again, ending their clash before it truly began. The emotion wasn't just anger. It was disappointment that what should have been a defining moment in his career slipped away through something nobody expected.
The best part about fouling, right, is that it works. So the best thing you can do is keep your head in the game, and I'll do everything I can to manage.
All that training for that? Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Can I be okay, mate?
What the is he doing?
The left one was really deep. The left one was really deep.
Both bad. Sorry.
Yeah, sorry,
he got warned twice before it.
Yeah,
twice before he got warned for it.
Mike Bisping, he lost his eye. It's just a horrendous thing to think as a parent, really. And I know what it's like these days with people saying what they want, but if it's just your son and they could lose an eye and their health and they've got children to look after, you know, something needs doing about it. Yeah, it's horrendous.
In the press conference following the abrupt end of the fight, Dana White admitted he felt exactly what everyone else did. The fight had started strong and looked promising, but the ending was flat out unacceptable. He offered serious praise for Ciryl Gane's performance, noting that Gane looked damn good tonight and had Tom Aspinall in trouble early on. Then came a pointed acknowledgement. Only Tom knows whether he could see, whether he could continue, and if he was truly able to fight on. White didn't mince words about the next step either. Despite the mess, he confirmed a rematch would happen.
Great showing, shitty ending, you know? I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the yes, as soon as possible. It's unfortunate that it ended the way that it did, and yes, I think that there probably will be a lot more interest in the rematch after they saw, you know, I mean, he had Tom bloodied up, and you know, Tom didn't want to continue in the fight, so the rematch is very interesting.
Have you got any medical update on Tom, or is it still too soon?
He's on his way to the hospital.
Immediately following the fight's abrupt end, Alex Pereira stepped forward with a clear statement. He posted online that it's time to make the heavyweight division great again. With his success in the light heavyweight class and possible move up, his reaction added weight. The division needs clarity, and fans deserve better. Ciryl Gane didn't hide his frustration once the fight was over. He said the bout was shaping up well for him, the game plan was working, and he felt confident in the opening exchanges. To have everything stop so suddenly, especially in a fight with this much on the line, left him disappointed. He stressed that the poke was unintentional and expressed respect for Aspinall, but you could hear the regret in his voice. A massive opportunity was right there and it disappeared in an instant. Gane now looks ahead, hoping the rematch comes quickly so the story can be settled the right way.
Je suis un peu déçu de l'issue du combat, forcément, pour plusieurs choses, par rapport à tout ce qu'on a pu mettre en œuvre
par rapport à tous les engagements, par rapport aussi à la physionomie du combat, par rapport au futur. C'est vraiment pas très satisfaisant comme issue. Donc non, maintenant, le futur, moi je le connais pas encore, c'est mon manager. Je fais confiance à mon manager, à ma team et à l'UFC. C'est eux qui discutent entre eux. Moi je suis juste un combattant.
The commentary booth exploded with debate. Chael Sonnen questioned whether it was right for Tom Aspinall to stop when he did, pointing out that in the highest level of the sport, athletes often fight on even when vision is compromised. He implied that being the heavyweight champ means pushing through until the very end. Meanwhile, Anthony Smith backed the observation from his own experience. He's faced vision issues mid-bout and stressed that if you want to win, you sometimes have to keep going despite what you're dealing with. Both analysts noted that momentum seemed to be shifting in Ciryl Gane's favor when the eye poke happened, setting up a narrative that Aspinall's night ended under very different circumstances than expected.
No, I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed. I talked all day yesterday. Like, I just want to see Tom have to overcome some adversity. I want to see what he does when when his first plan of action doesn't work. What's he checked down to? Is he gonna wrestle? Can he compete with Ciryl Gane on his feet for 25 minutes? And I don't get any of those answers, and just like everybody at home, I'm disappointed.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye, he's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite, we're trying to show grace, but in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye at times.
Former flyweight champion Demetrius Johnson put a different spin on the incident, highlighting a deeper technical issue. He explained that eye pokes will never be fully prevented, because when a fighter moves in, their hands instinctively go up and open. It's a human reflex. In his view, the way Ciryl Gane's hand ended up on Tom Aspinall's face was just a byproduct of sport, not malicious. Johnson's take throws the incident into a broader conversation about rules, technique, and what truly counts as legal in real time.
People don't understand. They always talk about, when are we going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts? Newsflash, you're never going to do it. The reason why is because as human beings, our natural reaction when somebody comes towards us is to open my hands and stick my hands out. When I throw a body kick, when you learn Muay Thai and you throw kicks, they don't teach you to throw them like this. They teach you to open your hands, you throw your hand, you put your hands in front of your opponent's face to block them, and then you throw like this, boom. So if you look at Muay Thai guys, and when they throw a kick, or kickboxers, granted you can't see Muay Thai guys' hands or kickboxers' hands because they're in the gloves. So why would the technique change when you get in little gloves? It's not like you can change the technique. To throw like this is not, it's not natural. My hands are closed. In order for me to keep my balance when I throw a high kick, I have to open my hands, and I put my hands on listen to this, on my opponent's face. Boom. That's a leg kick. That's a body kick. People don't realize that. And obviously the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just wasn't in his hands, right? If you go back and watch John Jones, he's a great eye poker, but if you go back and watch the greats who do body kick, if you go back and watch my fights, when I throw body kicks or I throw leg kicks, my hands are here, they're open. So once again, you're never going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts unless you put us in gloves that are like in actual like boxing gloves.
Sean O'Malley didn't hold back when it came to defending Tom Aspinall's toughness after the eye poke incident. He pointed out that standing across from someone with Gane's skill set is hard enough when everything's normal. Then throw in an illegal poke to the eye, and the situation becomes something else entirely. O'Malley challenged the fans questioning Aspinall's grit, stressing that any one of us would struggle under that level of pressure and damage. His viewpoint shifted the narrative. This wasn't about quitting. It was about what it really takes to keep fighting when everything goes wrong.
Talking about how, it was disappointing Tom didn't continue. You're the UFC heavyweight champion of the world. You just got poked in the eye very bad. You're fighting a very dangerous kickboxer. Very dangerous kickboxer. It is hard to stand in front of a human being with that high level of skills and fight him with two eyes. Now you're gonna get illegally poked in the eye. It wasn't a right hand, he didn't get hit, boom, broke his orbital, eye swells up, you can't see. That's different. You get punched in the eye, a legal shot, your eye swells up, you can't see, you fight through that. Tom Aspinall would fight through that. He wouldn't get punched, eye swells up and go, I'm done, I can't see. It's different because he got poked in the eye. That is an illegal strike, illegal. I mean, it was an accident, 100% I believe it was an accident. I don't think Ciryl did it on purpose. Ciryl was getting the better of Tom. But to question Tom's toughness is insane. No one wanted no one wanted that more than Tom Aspinall. He wanted to fight. He wanted to fight more than we wanted to watch him fight. So it's hard. You can't question Tom's toughness. You just can't. I've been poked in the eye before, not in a fight, but in practice. Been poked in the eye. Boom. Whoa. You can't see. I'm done. I'm not going to continue to practice. Obviously, you can't see. It's uncomfortable. It hurts. It's scary. You don't know if that's going to come back. You don't know if if you're going to be able to see again. Like, that really is a possibility. You get poked in the eye and you can't see ever again, let alone now you're trying to fight this guy who's a massive elite athlete who's been popping you with a freaking jab, bink, bink, bink. Now you have one eye because of an illegal strike. It's an unfortunate, but it's like you just can't question Tom's toughness on that. I mean, again, he gets punched in the eye swells up. He's not gonna quit fighting. He's not gonna stop fighting. You can probably break Tom's arm, and he's gonna keep fucking fighting. So I just don't think it's fair to question his toughness in that moment. Again, no one wanted to fight or be in there more than Tom.
Fighters are still reacting, and the division is more chaotic than ever. Tom Aspinall wants the moment back. Ciryl Gane wants the chance to finish what he started. And everyone, from analysts to champions, agrees on one thing. This story isn't over. A rematch feels inevitable. The stakes will be even higher. And when that cage door closes again, there won't be room for controversy, only truth. But until then, all we can do is wait. So let us know down below. Did you think the fight should have continued? And who wins when they run it back? Make sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because the next chapter in this heavyweight rivalry is coming, and you don't want to miss it.